Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Group Chat. It is Sunday night. We have everything that you need to know to get ready for your week. I know most of you are probably listening to this on Monday morning. I'm hoping that Monday morning, the future is showing us that the stock market has popped because we ended the week off a cliff. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to have a little discussion about it. We're going to talk about everything going on in the world. We're going to also talk about all of the craziness going on in the world that's leading to so much uncertainty and why you can't really be sure what's going to happen, tomorrow or in a month or, of course, no idea in 6 months. We're also going to talk about the most amazing group activity that makes sure that over the weekend, no one really cares anyway.
And I'm on a journey to find a new lyric.
The hottest lyric in music.
Yeah. Anand's on a journey. He hasn't heard the hottest bar of the year. In rap, or the most popular, and he's about to hear it. Unfortunately, we can't play it on the show for reasons that you'll find out if you stay till the end.
Yeah, we don't want our lives to be ruined.
And also, of course, so as you guys know, we have a million news stories and topics and things that we talk about. We cover literally everything. But the last thing that I wanted to add before we jump into the episode is Anand has officially, he's officially went full conspiracy. We've lost him.
QAnand.
Yeah. QAnand is what we call him. I think I saw him in some photos from January 6th at the Capitol. I'm not sure.
It fits my name.
So yeah, we have a conspiracy theory from Anand that's not just Anand, sweeping the news cycle. You guys ready?
Yep.
Okay, let's get into it.
Cash.
Ladies and gentlemen, Group Chat.
Cash.
It's $1 trillion. Hot.
Hey guys, welcome to Group Chat. Sorry I couldn't make it in today. I picked up a new sport. And I didn't mean to, and I was really maxed out on sports. I've been boxing. I've been trying to do just general working out. As everyone knows, I am the voice of golfing for the younger demo. And now I'm a tennis guy. So pretty much I'm like a rich, I'm acting like a rich old, Beverly Hills resident is pretty much what I'm trying to pretend.
How'd you pick it up? What drew you to tennis?
So I've always been jealous of your guys' tennis abilities because I love ping pong, as you know, love it. But tennis is significantly cooler and you're actually running around.
I think being good at ping pong is cooler than being good at tennis.
You might be right. But look, this is why I say it's cooler is because you're outside, you're exercising, you're sweating. Tennis, don't get me wrong, we used to sweat in the office during ping pong too, but that's just embarrassing. But tennis, it's cool. Like I said, you're outside. So I've always been jealous of it. The other day, a friend asked me if I wanted to go play. And I just went back today to try to
How much did Federer inspire you? Because that was a big weekend.
I feel like I'm more inspired by Alcaraz.
Really?
Well, I just missed the boat on Federer.
Watch Federer playing. How could he inspire you?
Yeah,
I don't know. It was all over my TikTok.
Yeah, so I just didn't I wasn't into tennis when Federer was Federer, so I kind of missed that. I'm trying to get some more tennis on my TikTok, so I didn't get all of that stuff that you got. So I do get a couple clips of young Alcaraz, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. My question is it even worth the time investment? How long before I don't completely suck?
I think golf is significantly harder to be good at. Tennis, there's everyone basically sucks at golf. Everyone basically sucks at tennis too. And once you can hit the ball over the net, it's fun.
So I have a different take. I have a very different take.
Your take, I have a feeling, is more not good for me.
I think golf, you can get good enough to get through 18. But tennis, like, unfortunately, I played my entire life growing up. D did too. You'll never be better than us.
You don't
Like,
think
I could just pick up
ever.
a racket and just like beat you today. I haven't
When's the
played
last time
in
you
6
played?
years. Probably 5 years, 6 years.
So you don't think
know.
if I played for like 2 years, as much as I golf, you don't think I could beat you?
No. I don't.
Damn.
I think you could
'Cause
if
I
you had
go there-
lessons.
I mean,
What
because
about lessons?
maybe. But I
I
think
see
golf,
like these old guys there just killing it, man. It looks so.
Yeah, but you know those old people? Like, I remember when I was younger, I'd go play them, and they have all this. They're just spin the shit out of the ball. But at the end of the day, they're old. I can hit a drop shot, they'll never get it.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I mean, D, like,
just
you
gotta get
know,
them to
if
run.
we got on the court, we have like just the feel we had from
Yeah.
playing our entire lives,
Yeah.
and it'll probably take me 3 days to get back into like decent
So
shape.
you're
of
saying I
tennis.
could never beat you, no matter how.
Correct.
10 years.
No, you couldn't.
Wow.
I like this bet.
I kind of like this. This makes me want to play just so that we can have like let's make a bet that within the next 10 years, I'll beat you like 3 out of 5 or
If
something.
you
like
got lessons every week, you could beat him in 3 years.
No, not 3 years, maybe 10.
Okay, so you guys have drastically different approaches here. If I listen to D, I might pick up tennis, I think.
Because tennis is just one of those things where you can kind of hack your way to be a decent player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like the problem is, Drama, I'm actually in shape. Like, yeah, if I was out of shape, you could probably beat the shit out of me. But like,
Well, maybe
I
you
can get
fall
to
off
ball.
over the next, 5 years.
No, give me a break.
I just look when I go to like a golf course and I'm just around and I'm watching what people are doing. Almost everyone sucks. Like almost everyone is like hitting the ball into the bushes. Like everyone's doing a little cheating. Like it's like no one's really good. When I go to a tennis court, maybe I'm just seeing it wrong because I'm new, but it seems like there's all these like 50-year-old dudes that are like, and there's like 50-year-olds and then there's also like 14-year-olds that are like, like it looks like
Those
playing real
14-year-olds
tennis.
are good. They're really good.
There's nuance to the game,
Yeah.
right? Like, so the 50-year-olds get the ball over the net, and the 14-year-olds are like putting crazy spin on the ball and just crushing their opponent.
Yeah. Do you think that any of because I'm pretty much top tier when it comes to a hobby ping pong player. Does any of that help me out?
I don't know. I saw Federer playing ping pong, and it was unbelievable.
Was it good?
Laver Cup. Yeah, it was like there was like a meme that went around. It had like 3 million views of Federer playing ping pong. Like, do you think you could get a point off him?
Mm-hmm. I just have to believe that once I got like the fundamentals really dialed, my ping pong skills, like my strategy could kind of kick in because it's still top spin.
I think it's
underspin,
vice versa. I think it's vice versa. I think if you play tennis, it's easy to play ping pong, not vice. Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Either way, it's probably the only active sport that you can probably do well into your your second half of your life. Yeah. Whereas like, you don't want to be playing basketball at 50.
Basketball's done.
Yeah. Like I've not played basketball since I was 30. That's 12
how I
years
feel
ago.
about boxing, Like I love boxing, but like I'm not boxing. I got like 3 years left. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to fight anybody. I'm not trying to like fucking be in a YouTube match. Like literally, what are you gonna do? Like at least at the most, like I couldn't imagine like my 40th birthday and being like, oh yeah, I got to go to boxing lessons. You know what I mean? For what, dude? At that point, you just like have a weird midlife crisis thing.
Yeah, exactly.
By
the way, there was a really
kid.
funny video I saw on Twitter of in Brazil, a CrossFit class was just running around the neighborhood and they ran past a restaurant, like the whole crew, and then someone panicked and then the whole restaurant ran and the place cleared.
Oh, because they thought like there was like a shooting or something?
Yeah.
That's
and
hilarious.
It's such like a classic example of basic herd mentality when it comes to everything and anything in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like nobody wants, like no one even questioned. I guess when you think it's like a potentially a shooting, is there a point to question?
Like the whole group is super fit.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be like, well, first let me check. Like, is there like a sale on protein powder? No. Okay, it might be a shooting.
But it is a good segue into everyone and their mom is selling their stocks.
Yeah, I don't know. This might not be a false alarm. I think we should start running also. The stock market on Friday just got obliterated. So, we went through this rate hike issue, and it was like a quick fall off and then a quick bounce back. And I think everyone else was like, okay, fuck yeah. Like we're good. There was a quick little moment of panic. We're back. Everything's fine. It's already priced in. We're all good. And then all of a sudden, stock market falls off a cliff at the end of the week. This is blood and guts everywhere.
Yeah, I think what we're seeing is, and we talked about it on Thursday's episode, that this notion of you can't fight the Fed and interest rates. So people now are very comfortable with, they're not comfortable with it. They just now know interest rates are going to go up for the foreseeable near future. And if that's the case, then no one's going to buy stocks because you could just, the 2-year treasury bill is like 4% The 10-year treasury is like 3-4%. So if you're like a huge allocator of capital, like hundreds of billions of dollars, and you just need yield, like it's not a bad place to put your money. The problem is there's just so many like secondary effects of the stock market selling, and it's just like the weekend it just got more and more chaotic because now I'm looking at the pound in England. It is $1.05 to a pound.
I went too late.
Wow.
What was it when you were there?
I think like $1.20.
No way. 2 weeks ago, it was not $1.20. Probably $1.15.
Yeah, sure.
That's huge for a currency to drop.
Yeah.
The currency has dropped 28%, I think, this year alone. And you're just seeing like the Dow hit all 52-week low. S&P is close to it. NASDAQ probably hit it tomorrow.
I think the problem is everyone's lost complete faith in the Fed, and no one thinks they have any idea what they're doing. And
No, but they said they're going to just destroy America.
No, exactly.
So if that's your goal, they know what they're doing.
Why isn't that priced in already? Like at what point, we know this is coming?
Yeah, investors have basically been like, okay, we're going to sit on pause until we have some clarity from what these bozos at the Fed are doing. And they've been wrong every step of the way. Let's be very clear. They said in December of 2021, inflation's transitory. Wrong. They said in March, we're going to max out at 50 basis points. We're never doing 75. What have we done? 75 basis points? Like, you've been wrong every single time. So why does anyone have any confidence in what you're doing? And I think investors just like throw their hands up like, hey, until you get your shit together, we're not getting in.
So with that being said, I agree. There was the most put volume ever in stock market history on Friday, put options ever. And so it's clear. And the week before last, it was the largest like short selling volume ever. Those people made a killing. So hedge funds must be just absolutely crushing it this year.
No, they're not, because most hedge funds are long. Very few hedge funds are short.
Well, those long idiots.
But I think the real thing that I always point to, it's the only lesson I've learned from 2020, is that Wall Street hates losing money. Hates it. So Wall Street's lost money for 9 straight months. Yeah. And at some point, they're going to bully the Fed. They're going to do something, and it's going to get back to good times.
So I think there just needs to be an ounce of good news. The problem is, there's not many like bullets left in the chamber, right? The inflation is completely out of control. People it's just too fucking expensive for everything.
Can we talk about the Alex Karp interview? Because you brought it up the last episode. Yeah. I don't know if you saw this on CNBC drama, but D brought it up the last episode. And then after the episode, I went and watched it, and it was blockbuster.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Alex Karp's the CEO of Palantir. And he talks about kind of foreign policy and whatnot. But then he brings up how he brought up in March of 2022 in Davos, how he said he thinks Ukraine's going to win, and it's going to be a problem because Ukraine's going to win. And because you're backing in Vladimir Putin, who's this like, dictator that has nuclear weapons. And when someone that's backed into a corner, what's going to happen? Right. Yeah. And he's basically saying, we're here.
Yeah.
We're at the point where Ukraine is actually winning and Russia's actually backed into a corner, and there's no off-ramp for a dictator with nuclear weapons. It's not like a democracy. This is what he said. He's like, in a democracy, you just like leave and, the next president comes in. But with Putin, it's basically like, hey, you either die or your friends die or your family dies. And he says we're in like a really scary position. And I think he's right.
So that doesn't help the stock market.
That's the problem. We don't have, like you said, D, like there's not one win like on the horizon here.
Yeah, and the problem is there's an article in the Wall Street Journal. The number one article is, well, investors keep buying the dip and they keep losing money. Yeah. And that's the problem.
Imagine, man, buying the dip was so sick, like in 2021, Yeah,
it became a thing. Like I'll give you the analogy because Anand was talking about all this weekend. He said everyone's a sharp, and a sharp in gambling is someone that knows what's happening, like they are sharps, and our friend Mikey we were just joking,
he's
like
just making fun of me the whole time,
saying who's a sharp, and if you look at it, the top picks bets for college yesterday, none of them covered. Top bets for NFL today, none of them covered, right? So this is, it's like herd mentality. And the reason why I brought it up in the context of Brazilian people running after the CrossFit is that we want, as a society, to all be right. Like we want everyone to win, and generally speaking, but we're not. We're fucking losing. We're all losing now. And I don't see, like, when you watch that interview, it doesn't give you confidence that Russia and Ukraine is going to get solved amicably anytime in the near future.
Yeah.
I was more scared.
Okay. Yeah. Well, he's also a scary guy.
Yeah.
And he's seeing shit that we're not seeing. So he's more paranoid.
His biggest client's the CIA.
Yeah. So he's like.
That's what I'm saying. The stuff that guy knows.
Yeah.
But I mean? Like, that guy's way more well informed than we are.
I don't know. I give our CIA credit. We've been they've been popping for a long time. I'm not start giving up on our CIA that they can't figure this shit out.
I'm not saying that they are, but it might come down to like, you got to kill Putin because the guy's going to lose his mind because he's losing. Like, the thing that scares me, I have no idea. Like,
why do you have to kill Putin? Why don't you take out the other guy?
Wow.
He's going the other way.
D has been known to be a contrarian, and there you have it.
I'm just saying,
like, what do you do? Like, I feel like
the right thing, in my opinion, is like, let Putin win. He just wants this 100 miles in fucking Ukraine. Like, give it to him.
No, but I thought the most interesting part, a little bit? The most interesting part of that interview was basically that war has changed. Like, Ukraine basically set the kind of playbook where if you have a country that's willing to kill themselves over pride, you can actually stand up to an adversary.
So, but
and that wasn't the case ever we've seen in years.
America definitely did that in all those world wars. They just went to die.
Yeah, that was 1944.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Kind of what happened in Afghanistan. Like, I'm not an expert here, but like, isn't it just kind of like it was just too hard of a fight? And it was just
that was more of a terrain thing, right?
Yeah, but it was still like locals that are willing to die, do not care, know the terrain better than we do. And it's like, okay, what are we going to do? You're not going to nuke them. Like, we're not winning when it comes to the actual way to fight this war. Like, I think we underestimate that fact. But you're right. What do we do if Putin, like, I don't think Putin's just going to sit back and be like, I lost this one. Let me think about the next one.
Yeah, I think that's Alex Grove's point, where he was really ringing the alarm bells.
I'm sure there are smart people in the CIA that understand that. And they need to figure out the move.
They're going to have to take him out. I mean, he's already dropping the nuke. Or just be
like, I mean, why can't they just come to like an agreement on
like territory?
That's the part I don't get.
Which,
I
by the
don't-
way, has
yeah.
never worked. It doesn't work in India and Pakistan, Kashmir.
Can we talk about Xi?
Well, so the big story of the weekend.
Actually, we can't.
Yeah, we literally can't.
Literally, we can't. If you ever want to go there again, we got to stop.
The biggest
We're not
story of the
going there.
weekend.
We're already banned.
I know.
Yeah. There's no quarantine in Hong Kong anymore.
I mean,
As
like, if you guys
today.
went to Hong Kong right now, if you had to go for work, would
I
you be
think
like
I'd
a
be
little
in-
nervous going through customs?
I don't think
I
we would
really
get
wanna
through
te-
customs.
I'd want to test it out.
I want D to test it out.
Yeah.
You know,
They'd be like,
I'm
"Wait, are you the
definitely-
one who marched or are you the other brother?" And you'd be like, "Sir,
Oh,
I was
that's
the
the
one."
other guy, man. I marched. I'm with you
You're like,
people.
I was up. I was marching on a stage.
I love TikTok. I love Shein.
I love Shein. I love it all. I love Huawei.
Yeah, Huawei. Check out my phone.
yeah, you have an iPhone. You got to get Android if you want to go over it.
So over the weekend, Anand texts in a chat with our friend Michael Katz. He's actually texting in all the chats.
Yeah.
He's full on
Yeah, I love it.
QAnand.
On it.
QAnand.
QAnand. What do you got? What's your
So it starts. Rumors start spreading that Xi has been basically. Well, all the flights in China have been canceled.
Trains have been canceled.
Trains have been canceled, and Xi is under house arrest because of I don't know whatever.
This is the QAnand.
Yeah, this is the QAnand, and
I like this.
and so now it starts like apparently he had jailed some people last week, and it's basically a revolt, and then all these people on the ground are posting videos of fire and trains, and it's just horse shit everywhere.
Wow.
And Anand's like, man, the market's gonna rip if this guy's locked up.
Hey, I'm just
I'm
looking,
I'm
looking
looking
for
for
any
any reason.
I'm looking for any reason for this stuff.
If you want the stock market to
I
rip,
know.
and I said I don't think Xi getting locked up is going to get the stock market to rip because it'll look unstable. The only thing is you need to take a white flag in the Donbass region and create. You need Kendall Jenner with the Pepsi and create peace. That is your only hope
but I
for
will,
the stock market to go back up.
I mean,
oh my god.
yeah, yes, I want the stock market to go back up 100%. There's no
so you're
question
full
about it.
MAGA now because that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I will say that's the one thing Donald Trump focused on, and it worked.
But the Xi thing was crazy because it started bubbling on Friday night. I had friends in Asia that started texting me all these crazy conspiracy theories. And then I sent it to D and Michael Katz, and they thought I was literally batshit crazy.
Yeah.
And then 12 hours go by and it's trending worldwide. And I'm like, okay, like, I'm not the only
Idiot.
Crazy
idiot.
one,
that
yeah.
thinks- So there's this like opinion that he potentially is under house arrest, but
Like, there's a coup going on. That's the.
that's
why
like
would he
the-
be on house arrest?
Yeah, that's the
Got
point.
it.
Like they think it's a coup, but it's been 48 hours. He hasn't said anything publicly. He's probably like all the foreign policy people are like, hey, all our sources say there's nothing going on, but it is weird that this is bubbling in a country where information is typically muted. So I'm curious.
It sounds like a CIA move. Create
Why
the
wouldn't
chaos.
he be like, if he knew, he's aware obviously that this is like a trending issue, like why wouldn't he have made a statement by now?
Yeah, I'm sure he's fine, but it's
because
weird.
because it's not
Or maybe
like.
he's
Or I just want to warrant it. I don't know.
locked up.
I also
Might be
think
locked up.
maybe people in China don't think anything is wrong. It's only people like us outside, like
But it's trending worldwide.
I know, but
Like,
they
you can
don't know that.
You can search Xi on
knows
Twitter.
that.
It's like
He's
millions
got
of tweets.
I'm sure he's
No,
got
he
an
knows that,
unrestricted Twitter account.
Yeah, he does, but the average person in China does not know that.
But don't you think he's the type that's like, okay, I got to let the world know, like, fuck off. I'm still in power here. Like, don't you
I
think
would
he's
think.
that type?
I would think he would just show up and do a speech.
Well, it's Monday morning now, so it'll be a big. The one news is all like the finance Twitter people were saying that the Chinese government is actively buying stocks in the market, in the local market, to not let sellers increase. Obviously, they're trading off of what happened in America Friday. Stocks sell off. Governments go in there buying equities, which is no different than what's been happening here. So I don't know.
I like it.
Geopolitically, it is nuts. There's so much good or bad that can happen in the we can wake up tomorrow.
It's everywhere.
Oh yeah, we could wake up tomorrow and Zelensky and Putin are shaking hands and
doing a Vogue shoot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he already did Vogue. He has to do Harper's Bazaar now.
That's true.
No, but it's actually interesting because every Friday for the last, I don't know how many weeks, we talk about this in our chat. The stock market always sells off. And the reason is because everyone's so scared of what the news is going to be over the weekend.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, think about what happened this weekend. You got your fake G news.
Yeah, like QAnand and the
QAnand, whatever was happening.
You got Trump.
You have Iran. So Iran's had like a week of protest because of a woman. Was she incorrectly wearing her hijab? Is that why she got arrested?
That's what happened. She got arrested.
I think she got arrested for incorrectly wearing her hijab.
They're supposed to take you to like an hour-long like morality lesson.
And then in that process, she was injured because of police kind of aggressiveness and passed away.
Yep.
And
correct.
So, Iran's one of those countries that hasn't had like a people's revolution in a really long time. Yeah. And it's a predominantly young country. That's like from what I've heard, it's like predominantly under 35. And so I think they just woke up and said, fuck this. Like,
there's videos of women taking off their hijabs and waving into the streets
and burning
their hair.
Yeah. And I saw this guy. I saw this video of a guy on a motorcycle. He went and slapped a woman for protesting, and then the whole mob just beat the shit out of him.
But a few more people have been killed.
I saw that.
Like a few more protesters have been killed. At least a few have been killed. But
Yeah,
you also see that, like, of course, the government's like shutting down social media and internet and whatever, and then Elon Musk comes to the rescue with Starlink. Like, it's fucking crazy.
By the way, John Shahidi,
did you see
he's
that?
calling Elon Musk and Shervin and getting internet for the people of Iran. That is fucking nuts.
So John Shahidi, explain who he is.
He's a friend,
he's a guy that we've known 20 years.
20 years. He went to USC. Knew him because of social media and one of the stuff he was doing back in the day. Fun fact, John Shahidi's first business was with Jordan Palmer, Carson Palmer's brother, and it was when to go pee during a movie.
Yep.
Wow. Hey.
Fast forward, he runs Happy Dad.
Fast forward, he's getting internet to Iran.
Yeah.
What did he do? What was his involvement?
He called Elon Musk and said, "Hey, we need Starlink to get internet to Iran because Iran banned internet."
Is he Iranian?
Elon's, yeah, he's Persian and he's from Iran. And he called Elon, and then Elon tweeted Starlink to the rescue, and they gave them internet.
He's literally. I've never seen Iron Man. But I think Elon Musk is Iron Man.
He is. He is.
Superman.
I mean, think about how absurd that is. And I believe he had to call the government, the U.S. government, to like unrestrict, something.
But how cool is it that like a guy that we know, John Shahidi, is just calling Elon Musk?
Yeah, let me tell you what. No matter where you're at in life, listeners, you don't give up because you can make it from telling people when to go pee to saving the people of Iran in a decade. Not that long a time.
Yeah. And
props to John.
Yeah, no, I mean,
it's insane.
It's insane.
It's insane.
Yeah. So,
but
that's just a few of the things. Then the Trump crime family. That whole thing is absurd. That's unprecedented craziness.
Attorney General of New York going after Trump and suing the family. And
you also have China, Taiwan, just while we're piling on all of the things that could be news over the weekend.
Yeah.
You also have China, Taiwan.
And let me tell you something. What did I told Anand on Sunday morning? All the G stuff kind of calmed down. I was like, Nothing is bigger than the NFL. Nothing. All that shit goes away. I didn't hear about no geopolitical shit today. All I heard about was football.
It's good football.
Nothing is bigger than the goddamn NFL.
All I heard about today was Rihanna.
Which was performing at the halftime.
I know, exactly.
I'm telling you, this is literally the most untouchable property on earth. So, I mean, literally, it's funny because around 2:00, I looked on Twitter, trending topics, all 25 are NFL related.
Yeah.
Literally, no one gives a shit about anything else.
Yeah. That's true.
NFL is amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
It's the
It's
greatest
the
thing
best.
ever. Like Red Zone, Sunday Ticket. I've never even watched the Fantasy Zone, which is like,
Yep.
for some reason, I decided to turn it on today. Unbelievable. It literally
It just shows every touchdown.
No, it's literally breaking down every fantasy impact of every
I'm
player.
a red zone guy.
I love Red Zone, but it just shows that, like, at the end of the day, we're pretty simpleton people. Just give us our football.
Yep.
I don't know about the rest of the world and what they like to do. You give us NFL. You promise us Rihanna at the Super Bowl. We're happy as shit.
I mean,
Yeah, we'll
So
worry about the World War III on Monday.
the morning
chill.
games, D sends a text like, "Oh, so the G coup's over. We just got to focus on NFL." It's like, yeah, absolutely. We gotta focus
She's
on
got
NFL.
games. She's got action in
she's
all the
watching the
games. He's
game,
like,
yeah.
this coup's got to wait till Monday.
And then you have Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady,
which is nuts.
and I was just like, yeah, I don't care about G anymore.
Yeah.
I care about Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady.
It's so true, man. The power of that, like, it's literally. I mean, is it the only thing that like unites like a feeling of the weekend for the whole country?
Yes.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
mean, if
What
I
else
was
does
Joe
everyone
Biden,
checked
you know
out?
what I would do if I was Joe Biden? I would go to Roger Goodell, who's the commissioner of the NFL. And I would say, Roger, this is what we're doing. We're doing NFL 7 days a week. I want a
just
Monday
check
night.
out.
I want a
7
Tuesday
day
night.
weekend.
pretty much
I want a
there,
Wednesday
right?
night. I keep the Thursday night. I want a Friday night, and I want a Saturday. We have college football ratings, by the way, are blockbuster, gangbuster up.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts. Football. I mean,
It's the only thing we care about.
yes. And we should have it 7 days a week, and it should be all year. I'm telling you, college should be an alternate schedules of the NFL.
Yeah, we'd have
It
less
should be
problems.
alternate months, right?
That's what I'm saying.
It should be the spring.
Yes. So then we have 1 year of football.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have 24/7.
Other sports anger people too much. NFL brings America together.
College football is amazing.
Unbelievable. Like watching college football.
USC last night was as electric as it gets.
I didn't get to see it. I was at dinner, but I watched the highlights.
Is USC
I mean-
good again?
USC is
we're
the best
on
team.
fire. We're on
Wow.
fire.
Wow.
Guess where? So
We're paying for everyone.
and we deserve it.
Wow.
You get what you pay for.
at least before you were paying for everyone and still sucking.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys
No, we
went-
were paying for shitty water polo guys that didn't play water polo.
Yeah, maybe
Now
you
we're
just
actually paying for
reallocated.
football.
Yeah.
We're actually
We need to
paying
get
for
rid of all those
hotels.
sports. I don't know about those
Yeah, that's
sports.
true.
I just
Yeah.
want as long as USC is good at football, it's amazing.
And it's amazing. So last night, USC Oregon State, it was a Saturday night game. Typically, USC loses in Oregon State.
We're not good in the Pacific Northwest.
We're not good in Corvallis.
Yeah.
No, it's like
In all
it's like
those-
a known thing. We
Yeah.
always lose there.
Yeah.
And we were down. We were favored like very
6 points.
6 points, and we were down. And I was at El Compadre.
They don't have a TV, do they? In the
They-
corner, that
yeah,
small
they-
one.
They had a TV. And Amanda went home, and I was just like, I'm gonna watch the rest of this
Oh
game.
my god!
You were by yourself at El Compadre?
And me and a cook were just like high fiving each other.
Was anyone even there?
Yeah, it was still busy.
Oh, that's amazing. That's so good.
That's funny.
Well, I'm happy for you guys on that one, but it literally feels like, I mean, other than maybe another sport, kinda, but Sunday football, like there's nothing that causes more people at the same time to check out from the world's problems as Sunday football.
It's even just like looking at like what's happening in the world just calms down on Sundays.
Yeah.
Everyone's watching. By the way, I remember one time I was in London during football season. I think I was by myself, and I was talking to someone. He goes like, a local British guy. He's like, yeah, I have action on all the games. I was like, you guys are betting too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man, it's good. I mean, yeah, but with all that being said, the next 3 months are going to be very intense because there's so much that can go good.
Yeah.
That can just change the trajectory of everything that's happening. Like we could literally like inflation is a big part of it. And one of the things we've been tracking are container prices, which are now below $3,000 a container, peak of 24,000. Pre-pandemic was around 2,000. So we're basically back to normal now. Pretty damn close.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so a lot of key inflationary figures are doing okay. You get Russia and Ukraine, Kendall Jenner, send her out there.
Why Kendall?
Haven't you seen the Pepsi commercial?
Can you see she cured the civil unrest in our own country?
Yeah. She gave each side a Pepsi.
I thought
you saw if you watch the commercial, you see that she went out there and she actually bridged the gap between the police.
She bridged the gap. She saved America.
Yeah, so if she could just do some of that over in
she's probably more liked in Russia and Ukraine than in America.
Well, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay,
So
and then what about
what-
while we're talking about world news, I just had one other question. I'm just not very informed on this one, but is there like in Italy, there's like a far right politician that's like winning the election? What's going on there?
Yeah. There was Giorgia Meloni. Yeah. Represents the Brothers of Italy
That doesn't sound
party.
good.
Yeah. It's just your casual 20th century neo-fascist movement that emerged after the death of Mussolini, who now is in power in Italy and garnered 26% of the vote. And she's on her way to leading the country.
That's, oh man. And this is like open, like this isn't like a conspiracy. Like she is openly this person. Oh man, this is nuts.
I think Europe is going to go through a lot of extremism, probably on both sides, given that.
I think one side.
You think it's only going to go right?
Yeah.
You don't think there's any chance?
No, I don't think there's any chance because if you look at Sweden, it's a pretty extreme right government that's been elected recently, and it's just immigration. That there's anti-immigration, and they're just
Let's just hope Germany doesn't go extreme right again.
Yeah, let's just keep them happy.
Yeah,
there's a lot of.
I mean, we were in Sweden, the three of us, and there was a Nazi parade.
It was scary.
I don't know if it was a parade. They were all just in one place. A parade means you're moving.
Looked pretty parady.
You advertised.
It was a rally. It was a rally.
Okay,
They
fine.
looked
Rally.
mobile.
Yeah, but they weren't. A parade is like that floats and they're.
I mean, we saw it. We saw how our friend was treated.
Yeah. Anthony was treated pretty poorly.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. In my whole life, that was by far the most. And I, grew up in Ohio, and that was the most overt racism I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't even like kind of hidden. Like it was so out in the open. But there also is like a lot of wokeness in Europe as well,
I would say if there is, it's more in Germany, it's more in England. Those are more they have more progressive people.
Yeah.
I don't think Sweden, Norway, and Italy are woke.
They don't care.
No, yeah.
They
like
to
that
shut the borders.
They like that Aryan lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's wild. Okay, well, that's scary.
But honestly, it's not, because no offense to Italy, they're irrelevant.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
their
just,
economy
isn't it
is just
scary
tourism.
that like
Their economy is just tourism, right? So like
The scary thing to me is
truffles.
that in this day and age where information is so readily available, people would vote for something like that. That to me is what's scary.
Because their countries are just toast.
Yeah.
Like Italy can't get out of its own way. Like they're in a situation like a lot of like I'm sure older Italians had a decent life. The economy changed, the world changed. Italy is not like some like think about it from a perspective of like technology. So many everyone was able to participate in technology and the revolution of technology. Outside of America, think about it, India, China. There's some South American countries that have been participating in that. Like everyone could have participated in it, and not everyone did. And if you didn't, you got left behind.
Yeah.
You know, you're just selling pizzas and espressos.
They do it well.
And now robots are making pizza.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. It's wild. Okay. All right. Okay, business news. What's going on at Google? So Google, they've been talking about price cuts and stuff like that. It seems like this world of tech, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, spending got like absurd over the last decade or more with just like a competition of who can offer crazier shit at their offices and rock climbing walls and slides and kombucha bars and all this craziness. It seems like everyone's starting to kind of use this moment as a reason to kind of tighten down on some of that. So Google has said, openly that they're going to cut some costs. Apparently, am I right that the employees of Google are not happy with this? And there was an all hands meeting where that got addressed. Is that what's happening? They're not reacting well to the slowdown of spending?
Yeah, I think people are like Google had a record year, record cash reserves, and they came out I think 2 weeks ago about travel. Only travel unless it's completely necessary.
Yeah.
They're talking about entertainment budgets. They're talking about productivity. I mean, holiday parties. If you are a manager or an owner and an operator of a company and you're planning a holiday party this year, I would say do it as mellow as possible. Not even if your business is booming, it's more just out of respect of the climate. And I think use it as a moment to be more conservative with your company's cash, because Google is basically hinting that like, we are definitely going to make people cut their spend on a day-to-day basis. I mean, if Google just cuts holiday parties, I mean, think about it. When you have hundreds of thousands of employees, like how many holiday parties are these guys having? They're having what, 600?
Yeah, you have to, right?
Right? Yeah, you're probably having holiday dinners, this, that, and
every location.
It's billions of dollars probably in holiday parties. Google is just torching away.
Yeah.
And so he's just looking at it as like a moment, and then employees are just blind, and what?
Like, are they speaking out? Like, we want parties.
Yeah, I think they want to travel, they want to party, they want to do all that shit. And I think people are just unrealistic. They're just like, oh, we're having a record year. Why not have parties?
But here's the problem, right? So you have the CEO of Goldman Sachs, who in July boarded the company's Gulfstream jet to go to Chicago on a fake business meeting so he could play Lollapalooza.
Well, at least he played Lollapalooza.
Well, Wait, what do you mean?
He's a DJ.
I know that part, but like, what did he do with the Chicago thing? He booked like a fake meeting.
He did a fake meeting, and then he used the Goldman Sachs Gulfstream jet.
But David Solomon's fake meeting is probably still better than the fake meeting of a Google ad salesperson that needs to go to Chicago to go meet Lou Malnati's and try to get them the local pizza. Yeah.
I'll go the other way and say you should probably stop the DJing thing. It's just fucking silly.
Well, that's a big point of contention at Goldman Sachs. Is that he
shut it down. Do it at the private parties. Do it
or
for
DJ.
fun.
If you want to be a DJ, resign and be a DJ.
But also just don't. It's
yeah,
weird.
the DJ's tough. It's a tough sell.
It's a tough sell. I mean, I get it, man. Do whatever you want. But
Because
like,
you know
don't.
anyone
You know what
of
the
his
difference
stature?
is?
No, but anyone of his stature, forget. You could be 10 rungs down from David Solomon, and you can justify a flight to Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if he didn't use the company jet, he would have been fine. He's a bazillionaire. Use your own jet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Just
fucking
don't-
take a
just-
Southwest
Like, do you
flight.
really need to
Just
fucking
DJ
play
privately.
Lollapalooza?
No.
Like, what the fuck?
It's the strangest thing. That's one of the stranger things.
I want to hear him DJ. Maybe if I heard him DJ, I might change my mind.
Maybe he's good.
If he's
Yep.
good, I'm okay with it.
You're right. You're totally right. But I just would be willing to bet.
He's not that good.
Do you think him or Diplo? Who would you rather listen to?
I'm not.
If you had
listening
to,
to
how about this?
Diplo.
If you had a DJ off and your eyes were closed, you couldn't look, and you had to choose Zach Bia, Solomon. Who do you
We're
think?
Bia. We're
yeah,
Team Bia.
Zach's just music taste is just amazing.
Hey, so that's
I don't
what I'm
know
saying.
what David Solomon's playing.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta.
Yeah, but
I mean,
like Zach Bia doesn't get to use $1 million budget to get to his DJ set.
I mean, I saw him on his private jet the other day. I don't know who's $1 million.
Yeah.
It's
I think it
Post
wasn't
Malone's
cheap.
$1 million budget.
Yeah.
It's separate.
yeah. No, I look. I get it. I just think in these times, maybe that should be something that gets trimmed.
I mean, how good of a CEO he has to be for him to be able to get away with this shit?
You're right. He must be
He's that
incredible. He must be incredible.
The board of directors is like, oh, look, you could do 2 festivals a year. The board, when the board meeting, record profits, whatever, they're like,
Yeah.
look, you could do Coachella and Lala, but we're not doing these 3rd-tier festivals. We're not going to go do fucking, what's the one in Roosevelt Fields, whatever that is. Not Roosevelt, whatever New York, whatever festival
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
is.
he
good,
must
or
be
no,
an incredible
yeah.
CEO because no one's calling
Whatever
for
that
him to resign. It's just like a social media
Yeah.
thing.
He must be great. He must be great at his job. And you know what? If that's the case, fucking go do it. It's just a strange hobby. That's all. Okay, what's going on? What happened with this Keith Raboy thing on CNBC? There was some sort of showdown.
Yeah, he was on CNBC, and the host was kind of putting pressure on him, saying, you're talking about having 20, I forgot what exactly, 20 great quarters, and they've basically been losing money. And Opendoor, for those that don't know, is a company that buys homes based on like data that they have, that they buy the home and then they sell it for a profit, or that's what they hope.
Mm-hmm.
And there was an article that came out a few weeks ago saying that they had sold a big percentage of their homes in August as a loss. And so it became like a hot topic, like what's going on with this business. Currently, the business is worth like $2 billion. They have more than $2 billion of cash. So it's being extremely undervalued by some people's measure. And so he went on to just defend the company, and it turned into like a shouting match, because the host was like, do you follow GAAP principles on the way that you guys do your accounting? And he was like, you don't even know what GAAP principles are. We have positive cash contribution margins every month for the last 20 quarters, blah, blah, blah. It's CNBC is becoming Blockbuster. It's a very valuable property.
Yeah,
You got to go. If you're CNBC, you got to put the pedal to the metal on content. Like you got to just start pushing people and asking crazy questions. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she asked very fair questions, and she was right. He's just very smart, and he's able to like
get out of anything.
He's able to jockey his way out of anything.
Yeah,
and he's wrong. His business is in trouble.
Yeah,
there's like no question about it.
I wouldn't say they're bankruptcy trouble. I think it's just,
the business is
just
trouble.
having a bad year.
No, but I'm saying if real estate continues to go down, their thesis continues to be wrong.
Yeah, but a long-term horizon, do you believe real estate to go down or
can they survive that?
Yeah, but their point is they have enough cash to survive it.
Maybe.
Did he come out looking okay, or did he come out looking like he was in trouble?
He came out looking like a dick.
Yeah.
It depends who you talk to.
No, he called the host stupid.
Yeah.
Well, that's and it was a female host.
Yes.
Well, doesn't usually go over well.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who know him, and
then on Friday he also raised a round of funding for Opendoor, which is his e-commerce aggregator, at $1 billion valuation.
Yeah, which is a donut.
I don't know.
You know it's a donut.
I don't think so. I don't think so, because
you think aggregating e-commerce business is an era today where you can't acquire customers?
If you buy it today, it's
Maybe.
better. It's better if you buy it today. If you bought it 5 years ago, like some of the other people, I think it's a bad business.
Yeah.
It's about pricing.
Okay, well, either way, what it comes down to is I'm really up for CNBC just getting a little crazy.
CNBC
Just start
is
having
definitely
people on, calling them out. Let's have some fun.
I think CNBC could potentially be like CNN big, because finance has become so important. Bloomberg is just fucking boring. Like,
it's
I
only
like
the 2 p.m. Emily Chang. She's the only reason to watch.
She's just not blockbuster. The guests these guys get on CNBC, and they mix it up. They bring celebrities. They do it all. Like, CNBC potentially might be the most valuable property if they can figure out social media and like get on TikTok and do content for that channel. I watch it. When I was in New York last week, I was watching like 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's way wilder at that time of the day because the market's not on.
Yeah.
These people are just saying crazy shit.
I mean, to be fair,
Alex Karp was on at 5 a.m.
I subscribed to CNBC Pro. I'm like a paying subscriber because D was like, you have to watch this interview. And I looked and I was like, I can't get the interview. You have to be a CNBC Pro subscriber.
How much is that?
$29 a month.
Jesus. What do you get? Freaking insider trading?
For $29.
They fucking send you inside tips. I mean, how much is fucking Netflix?
$9.95?
Oh my god!
Hey, that interview was worth it.
No, it's worth it. Yeah, that's great. That's good. Okay, we have two silly topics to end our day today.
Okay.
We have, well, let's start with this one. We are entering. This kind of depresses me because I like summer. I like the long days. I like the warmth. We are unfortunately entering pumpkin spice latte time. Pumpkin spice lattes are all the rage on social media. The girls love them. Everyone's posting, blah, blah, blah. Like I even started to see some Halloween decorations the other day. It's depressing. But even though I don't get it, the hype around pumpkin spice lattes are insane. I've never had one. I don't get it. It's not my type. But these things are a hit. I mean, they have to be financially. People are just printing pumpkin spice dollars.
PSL.
Oh, Jesus.
AKA
Is that the technical
pumpkin
term?
spice. Yeah.
That's the stock.
PSL is a $500 million industry.
Oh my God.
Not just PSL, but pumpkin spice as a whole is
Just the flavor,
a $500 million industry. Starbucks since 2003 is when they debuted pumpkin spice latte. It's the most popular seasonal drink. They've sold more than 600 million
Pumpkin spice lattes?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let's assume the average, clip on that is what? $5, $6, $3 billion. Oh my God.
All I'm seeing on social media is ventis. I mean, those things.
Yeah. And
There's not
I
a lot
think
of tall pumpkin spice lattes going around.
So it really just shows that like one, scarcity in marketing works, right?
Yeah.
Like the fact that it only comes for a season, every year. But this article also talks about saying that because everyone knows it comes every year, it's like diminishing returns. It's not working as it once was. So what are you almost have to mix it up. The Mexican pizza you have to take shit from people in order for them to want it.
Yeah, you do.
That's
They
like
did.
the genius of marketing.
I just saw the other day that the Mexican pizza was gone. I didn't realize that. You guys
And now
must be
it's back.
devastated. Oh, it's back
It's
already?
back. It's back.
Yeah, it's back.
Oh,
Came
my
and
God.
went.
And that's all just marketing, right? I mean, that's like what is it? Filet of fish at McDonald's. Like they all have the thing that they just take away.
Yeah,
and bring
Pizza
back.
Hut should say we're not doing pizza.
Just
Everyone's
Hut.
like, what?
I think Domino's get away with it.
No, but if Pizza Hut said they're never doing pizza again, I'd probably at least be like, fuck it. Let me try it once more before it's gone.
That's true.
Fair.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
We're
we're
just-
really
we're-
that simple
we're just
to
a
market
hut.
to.
We're just a hut.
We're just a hut, and we make breadsticks in our hut. I love that it's just that simple, though. It's not like marketing genius. It's not. It's just like you just take it from them for 9 months, and when you give it back, they will fucking obsess
Like it
over
more.
it. Yeah.
Human psychology is so simple.
Yeah.
All we want in America, give us some sort of cheese bread combination.
Yep.
Add meat if you like,
Yep.
and some football.
The NFL.
And then take it all from us for a short period of time.
I mean, that's what happens to the NFL after the Super Bowl. They take it away from us.
Yep. That's why you can't do football all year round.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
can do like 2 extra
Fuck.
months.
Yeah.
Can't do all year. Okay.
Maybe you
last
could
but
do
not
7
least-
days a week. Yeah.
Last but not least, new trend happening where bachelorette parties. So brides going on bachelorette parties are putting their Venmo code or their little QR code on their cars or like in the window or kind of advertising it. Driving to their bachelorette party and sort of announcing like Venmo the bride. Like about to get married. Shoot me some cash so I can have a killer bachelorette party. And it's working.
Yeah.
I might
love
just
it.
put one of these. I feel like even to our listeners, you might as well just put one on your car. And just say
mean-
like, yo, I'm just help a struggling artist.
So there's an article in the Wall Street Journal, and it's basically bachelorette groups putting, like you said, their Venmo handle on their cars, wherever they are. And there's an example of a woman who drove from, I think, like North Carolina to Charleston. And in that time, they have hundreds of people that gave them $1 to $5, and they raised $450.
That's
I mean,
amazing.
this is fascinating because, like, why isn't everyone just putting their Venmo everywhere, coming up with a good slogan? Some idiot might give you money,
You might as well.
right?
Yeah, just drive
Is it
around
begging?
town.
Is that considered begging?
That is considered bad.
I consider it crowdfunding.
Oh,
It's like
Good twist.
oh.
yeah, it's like whatever you call it.
Why is it when a homeless person does it, it's called begging? Why can't he be crowdfunding?
Sure.
I have
I'm
to agree with you.
crowdfunding to have some dinner tonight.
I think if they approach it that way, it might work. Because I think everyone, it's like Kickstarter. Everyone likes to be a part of the next big thing. Or, or to say, hey, you know what? I gave $1 to that young woman. She's going to have an amazing bachelorette party. I
I'm
mean,
gonna
I
be
get
like-
hit up on Venmo daily.
For money?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Who's
what?
hitting you up?
Every day, random people. Hey, can you help me with my groceries? Hey, man, loved you on the show. Can you help me with?
How do they have your handle?
I don't know. They just find it. I have
What's
no
your
idea.
handle?
I'm not saying it.
Wait, is this real?
Yeah.
And like, are you giving people money or no?
No.
Hell no.
No, because my worry is like I'm not really savvy with Venmo, so my concern is that if I send it, like, because I've almost done it before, like for fun. Someone requests $5 and says, "Hey man, help me with dinner tonight" or something, and I like
What
that
are they
idea.
eating? For $5.
Those Mexican pizzas,
That's like $4.
but literally,
$5.
There's one
$10.
pizza.
Yeah.
Nicole requests $10. Help a girl out for Christmas, please. Mackenzie requests $12. Pizza.
I give her a pizza.
Callie requests $10. Smiley face. Corey requests $50. We out here struggling, man. Could you help a poor fan during troubling times? Like, I want to Venmo this guy, but I'm worried that like then because like it shows on
Word
your
gets
profile
out,
or
yeah.
whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But it's
You must have
constant.
a very basic Venmo profile.
At drama.
Well, I'm looking at it right now. It's not that basic, but it's pretty basic.
At
Yeah.
drama beats.
I gotta look this up now. You know what? I might just send a few of these. No, I shouldn't
Hey,
say that on the
listeners,
podcast.
if you
Just
need
kidding.
some money, just
Yeah,
hit
hit
drama.
up drama.
Venmo.
Find
Just
drama
totally
on
kidding.
Venmo.
Totally
I'd be
kidding. I
like,
will
yo,
not.
going to Mastro's tonight. Need $600.
Yeah, but it's like probably daily, but it is a lot of like $10, like, help me order a pizza. So what
can't
I'm
get a
saying
pizza
is,
for
I feel like
$10.
a lot of people must do that. And
It is
Like this
way
whole
more
Venmo
efficient
thing.
way of begging is go out and request 25,000 Venmos a day. I would go request $1 Venmos.
yeah,
I would hire a group of people in India to send out millions of Venmo requests a day. I'd probably make 50 grand a day.
Right.
even just by accidents, people would think it was their friend and be like, yeah, sure.
Just be like, lost the bet, loser. Give me $1.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah,
on Sundays.
Yeah.
It's like, bills suck.
You could
Request
literally probably
$1.
put like $20, lost your football bet every Sunday, send out 50 of those things. You'd probably make bank. Oh man. Yeah. I think there's really something to Venmo though. Like the, I don't know, just whenever I'm even,
My Venmo got hacked. I can't even use it. It's gone.
Really?
really?
My PayPal got hacked.
Was it linked to like,
I don't know what happened. I can't log in.
But is that
Gone.
linked to your bank account?
Yeah. I can't log in.
Did you look into that though?
Your
Someone
bank
just
account got drained.
send it.
I
Someone just
don't have any
slowly
money, so
sending-
maybe that's part of the problem.
Someone's sending $1 a day so you don't notice. Okay, that is all we got. Right? Did we miss anything? Do we have any shout outs?
That's it.
Okay. All right. Well, there you have it. Everyone have a great week. Yeah, that's it. I mean, just I guess pray for. We got to get a pop in the morning, right?
I don't know. My tomorrow.
Little Monday morning stock pop. We got to.
I got a shout out. I got to give a shout out to Central C, my favorite new rapper.
Well, how's this line go?
I'm not saying it.
I mean, it's all over. It's on TikTok.
I'll let people go look it up themselves to hear the
All right.
line.
Okay, that's your new favorite.
I'm obsessed. I've listened to him the last 2 weeks.
Have you listened to
Every
any more
day.
songs than that one?
Yeah, I listen to whatever he has out.
Oh, and they're all good.
He has a LA Leakers freestyle where he basically explains all the like English slang
I saw that on
and
TikTok.
explaining. It's incredible.
He's like UK.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I think he'll
well,
be the first UK rapper to like make it in America.
I mean, that one line is already like the most popular line of the year.
By far.
I got to look this up.
Yeah.
You don't know it, Anand? Really?
I don't. I
Oh,
swear.
you don't know what line we're talking about?
No, I have no idea.
Oh my gosh. It is all over TikTok.
And by the way, like you see him perform it live, it's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
It's like seeing like any one of these other artists, Drake or whatever, when they had their first hit song. It's
Yeah.
like,
You want to know what's funny that's happening now is like it used to be where like an artist might have like a hit song, but no one really knew their other songs. And so you couldn't really, they'd come out, they'd do their song, and then like the rest of the set might be kind of awkward. What's happening now, like at Rolling Loud and stuff, is people are bringing out these big TikTok artists and the kids only know the TikTok length.
part of it.
Yeah, they know like 15 seconds. And then so it's just like crazy for like 15 seconds and then just like,
That's quiet. Yeah.
quiet and awkward for the rest of the song. Okay, well, Anand, make sure you look up that line.
I
You're
will.
going to love it.
I will.
It comes right out the gate.
He
And
doesn't
Seems
waste
pretty
any
blockbuster.
time.
I can't
yeah, he
wait.
gets right to it. And there we go. Okay, everyone have a great week. We will see you on Tuesday.